Everyone has a different opinion about what should or shouldn't go into a med school personal statement. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't listen to somebody just because they got into med school or just because they sound authoritative. Whenever you put something in your personal statement, you need to have a deliberate reason for putting it in there. Ask yourself questions like, is this insight something that actually distinguishes me? If you find yourself telling a story, is it meaningful for you to discuss that because you need to vent about it, because you need catharsis? Or is there something about it that informs a trait or a value or a characteristic that you feel is salient to the admissions committee's evaluation of your candidacy? If you're using some clever wording, do you just think it's cute, quirky, and creative, or does it actually communicate something meaningful? You're the one who needs to know why you're putting in what you're putting in. Your friend might think it's good, but why do they think it's good? I've lost count of how many dozens of personal statements our company has reviewed this year. And so many times when we're doing live reviews for people and we're talking through what they did and chose not to do in their personal statement, the rationale is, well, I read a bunch online, but they can't actually logically justify why something was a good idea. I challenge you, no matter what advice you're given, even if I'm the one giving it, please challenge it. And I'm not talking about being belligerent, I'm talking about being thoughtful. Hold the advice up to logic and your own values and see if it makes sense to you. If it does, you have to give it a try, and you have to give other ideas a try and look at different versions and different drafts. Force yourself to identify the strengths of different approaches and their drawbacks. Force yourself to make a strategic choice about what you ultimately submit and why you think it's a good representation of you. There is no guide, there is no consultant, there is no substitute at all for that step of critical thinking and decisiveness regarding your own work. Once you start taking ownership of that decision-making process, then you'll be able to take your writing to the next level and reproducibly write excellent admissions essays. That goes for the most meaningful essays, that goes for the secondary essays, that goes for things you write on future applications to residency and beyond. Keep up the good work, everyone. You've got this.